Sound doctrine of the day. The Greek Septuagint, Adam begat Seth at 230 years old. The Hebrew Masoretic, Adam begat Seth at 130 years old. A clear difference that will prove the truth once and for all. Jesus Christ is the Word of God. And the Word of God says in 1 Thessalonians 5:21, prove all things, hold fast that which is good. The Hebrew Masoretic Text and Greek Septuagint are clearly different. They both cannot be correct. To find the true Holy Scriptures, let's prove which one is correct and which one is false. The Hebrew Masoretic says Adam was 130 years old when Seth was born. And the Greek Septuagint says Adam was 230 years old. Different numbers, different texts. You know that Moses was Hebrew, he wasn't Greek. Doing the numbers, the Hebrew Old Testament has Methuselah dying and then the flood began. But the Greek Old Testament has Methuselah dying 14 years after the flood, but he wasn't even on the ark. Lord have mercy. Them lying Greeks, philosophers, vain deceit, after the rudiments of men and not Christ. The LXX Greek Septuagint has Methuselah died 14 years after the flood, with its Genesis 5:3 written text date. They got it written. They put that in there. And because Methuselah was not on the ark, he would have had to hold his breath for a whole year. A whole year, hold your breath in the flood. You know, although most men cannot hold their breath for more than 7 minutes. So that's straight. Jesus Christ is the Word of God. And the Word of God says in Psalms 19:7, the law of the Lord is perfect. In Psalms 18:30, it's written, as for God, his way is perfect, and his word is tried. The scriptures say in John 17:17, sanctify them through thy truth, thy word is truth. The Greek Old Testament Septuagint in Genesis 5:3 is not truth. Straight to. The letter of Aristeas says 6 men from each of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel wrote the law of Moses in Greek in Alexandria, Egypt in 285 BC. But 1 Chronicles 5:26 proves 7 tribes scattered in 722 BC. Zephaniah 2:13 said Nineveh would be wasted by prophecy, which happened in 612 BC. So that's 10 lost tribes to this day in the 21st century. 10 lost tribes. 2 won't do. God, right. Now, the truth is out. If folks want to believe a lie, Brother Carl can't do nothing for you. This lie has gone on for too long. The UBS, the Vatican, the Pope, The scholars and professors in those theological, Bible correctional institutions have been lying to folks for centuries, but the truth has sprung up out of the earth, and righteousness is looking down from heaven above. Psalms 85:11. The Old Testament Greek Septuagint is a lying piece of Greek philosophy propaganda used to deceive the brethren. It ain't correct. It ain't perfect. It ain't truth. And when it's tried, it is found guilty of being a false witness abomination. Colossians 2:8. 2 Corinthians 2:17. 2 Thessalonians 2:11 and 12. In Detroit, we pop the hood before we buy the car. When you pop the hood on those 400 plus Revised Version Bibles, they got Greek Septuagint in their Old Testament. Great. I thought Moses was Hebrew. He is. Those philosophers, lying devils, wrote the Greek in Old Testament. Lord. And when they can't get away with the lie, like in Genesis 5:3, got Methuselah dying 14 years after the flood when he wasn't even on. You know what happened then? Oh, what happened? The Vatican inserts Hebrew in that spot, like patchwork. But their versions are still infected with LXX, Old Testament Greek. Repent and believe the gospel. Amen and amen.